35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A Luzerne County man died over the weekend after his vehicle was struck from behind. It happened on Route 11 in Plymouth Township Saturday night. Pennsylvania State Police say Richard Kaczmarek of Exeter slowed down for a bear in the roadway when another vehicle struck his. 4 people were taken to the hospital for treatment. Kaczmarek died from his injuries. Following a year-long investigation into suspected drug trafficking, 2 people were arrested by Lehman Township Police and the Luzerne County Drug Task Force. The 2 agencies served a search warrant Friday at a home on Lakeside Drive in Lake Silkworth. They found suspected meth, fentanyl, tranquilizers, marijuana, fraudulent Pennsylvania inspection stickers, packaging materials, and cash at the residence. 36-year-old Brittany Klein was charged with a single count of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, and 36-year-old Anthony Deo was charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance and 1 count each of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, as well as criminal use of communication facility. He was jailed in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility for lack of $60,000 bail. We now know it was a man from Wyln who died in a crash in Schuylkill County. It happened Friday morning in West Brunswick Township. According to Pennsylvania State Police, 74-year-old John Vanderhoff was driving a Mack Granite truck when the vehicle went off the highway and struck a guide rail, then traveled further on the road before striking a tree. He died at the scene. An investigation into that crash is ongoing. The Schuylkill County District Attorney and the Schuylkill County detectives are asking the public to help locate a woman from Gordon. Detectives are currently looking for 29-year-old Grace May Griffiths, who failed to appear at Schuylkill County District Court for her preliminary hearing. Grace May Griffiths is described as being 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing 150 pounds. She failed to appear for her preliminary hearing for charges of burglary, criminal trespass, and theft by unlawful taking. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to contact the District Attorney's Office at 570-628-1350 or the Schuylkill County Tip Line at 570-624-3988. Anyone who may see or come in contact with Grace May Griffiths is asked to call Schuylkill County 911 Center immediately. PennDOT announcing this morning that there will be lane restrictions on Interstate 81 north and southbound through Thursday. According to PennDOT, the restriction will be between mile marker 163 to 166 in Nanticoke. Those restrictions will last from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. through Thursday to perform bridge work. Motorists can check conditions on major roadway miles by visiting 511PA. It's free and available 24 hours a day. It provides traffic delay warnings, weather forecast, traffic speed information, and access to more than 1,000 traffic cameras. The Luzerne County Election Board met this afternoon at 5 o'clock at the Luzerne County Courthouse. The discussion focusing on the recent announcement by the Acting Secretary of State, Lee Chapman, regarding the date on mail-in ballots. Recently, the U.S. Supreme Court reversed a decision from this past May by the Third U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Chapman instructed county election officials across the state that they should continue counting ballots without properly dated exterior envelopes because the Commonwealth Court ruled in favor of that. And just a reminder on the upcoming elections, voters in Luzerne County who have requested mail-in ballots have begun receiving them, and they must be received by the County Election Bureau by 8 p.m. November 8th. If you haven't already, you must request one by November 1st. And Acting Secretary of State Lee Chapman reminding Pennsylvanians they have until October 24th to register to vote in the upcoming November general election. In addition to registering to vote through the state's online voter registration site, Pennsylvanians can also use the OVR system to update their existing voter record with new information such as change of name or address. Pennsylvanians wishing to register to vote in the November 8th election must be a U.S. citizen for at least 1 month before the election, a resident of Pennsylvania, and the election district in which the person wants to register and vote for at least 30 days before the election. They must also be at least 18 years of age on or before election date. Coming up on WYLN News, a reminder from the Pennsylvania Department of Aging. Plus, residents of Wilkes-Barre have a chance to recycle your electronics. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Charlie. I am 8, and the forecast for tomorrow is sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
The Pennsylvania Department of Aging reminds consumers that the annual open enrollment period for Medicare beneficiaries is now through December 7th. Any new coverage selected or changes to existing benefits will take effect January 1st, 2023. Individuals can learn more about PA Medi events and programs or becoming a volunteer on the Department of Aging's website or by calling the PA Medi helpline, 1-800-783-7067, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The City of Wilkes-Barre has partnered with Responsible Recycling Solutions to host a drive-through electronics recycling event for city residents. One of those took place today from 2:30 to 5:30, and another will be held this Thursday from 9 a.m. till noon. It's happening at the Wilkes-Barre Public Works facility at 3 Cunningham Avenue. Residents must present proof of residency, and for more information, you can visit wilkesbarre.city/erecycling or call 570-208-4152. According to the FBI, over 90,000 victims of fraud were reported in the U.S. in 2021. That's a 74% increase since 2020. The losses? $1.7 billion. If you think you can't be scammed, you should think again. Scam artists are continuously looking for new ways to victimize people, and the numbers that we just gave you show they're succeeding. Lehigh Valley Health Network and Pennsylvania State Police Troop N have partnered to provide the greater Hazleton community with an opportunity to learn about distracted burglaries, phone, internet, social media, gift card scams, and skimming devices, all to obtain credit card information. The free event, courtesy of LVHN and PSP, will be held at the Wiltsey Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, on tomorrow, October 18th at 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. Don't be a part of those statistics. Protect yourself, your family, and elderly loved ones by discovering how to avoid becoming a victim. For more information, call 570-501-4249. Coming up on Ashley's News Choice, we discuss an event focused on educating the public on homelessness. Plus, we'll find out who's leading the way this week. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central here to ask you, is your kitchen ready for an overhaul? We offer free in-home consultation and design, no interest financing, professional removal and installation, countertop and backsplashes, hardwood and laminate floors, kitchen appliance sales, service and installation, and of course, everyday low prices. Grand Central in Hazleton, helping you make your house a home.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
The 44th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon will be broadcast live on WYLN TV 35 from the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in downtown Hazleton. Watch it live on TV from 12 noon to 11 p.m. or come down and join us in person. There's Tricky Trey's bake sales, live entertainment, and more. Year 44, sweeping cancer out the door.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Getting to the finish line starts with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's leader in sports medicine. Our specialists use the most advanced technology for faster, better results. So elite and everyday athletes can compete like champions once again. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome to Community and You, and we're going to meet Justin Behrens, and he's going to tell us about an event that he has coming up that, well, I'll let you tell them. When and what is this?
Yeah, so it's called Real Talk, and the whole purpose of Real Talk is to actually hang out in the community and talk about homelessness and encourage people to come out and talk to us that just have questions about the homeless. And so on October 25th at 10 a.m., I'll be out there in Scranton Courthouse, standing out there in their park area, and then I will last for 24 hours straight until the 26th at 10 a.m. And so I'll be there overnight, sitting out there, asking for people in the public to come out and speak to me.
And it's not the first time you've done this, though. You've just switched it up a little bit. Tell us about the previous.
So I started this about 2 years ago, and I decided I was going to do it in both cities. So I did 12 hours in Wilkes-Barre and then 12 hours in Scranton. And then I said the next year, let's just choose one location because it was a lot to pack up and move. Yeah. And so we decided to do it on the square in Wilkes-Barre. And it worked so well. There was lots of people that came. We had congressmen, we had senators, we had House of Representative people, we had mayors, we had everybody that showed up to talk about homelessness throughout the whole 24 hours. And so we wanted to make it fair, so we decided that this year we were going to put it in Scranton, and then the following year after that we'll do it in Wilkes-Barre, and we'll just keep bouncing back and forth.
And some of the people that actually turned out were people who are homeless.
So what I love about this whole thing is it's just sharing the knowledge of what homelessness is all about. And to do that, we really need to talk to those that are experiencing homelessness. And so because we're at a community area, and that's where the homeless kind of hang out and all that, and that's why the purpose we chose that, some of the homeless would sit down with us. And they'd be like, what are you doing? And we're like, this is Real Talk. We're talking about homelessness. What do you want to do? And they would share their stories. And I mean, their stories were not just like, oh, I'm homeless, da-da-da-da-da-da. They really went in depth about why they became homeless and really put a story to the face.
And you're involved with two different locations. You have one in Wilkes-Barre and one in Scranton.
And that's why we chose Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. And so one of our locations is in 8 West Olive Street in Scranton, and then the other one's at 290 Parkview Circle in Wilkes-Barre. And so we really touch two cities. Mm-hmm. And so we really want to make sure the community of both cities, can talk to us. We understand there's, not in my backyard, they don't want to have that homeless out there. We understand that's out there, but I want to try to eliminate those myths. I really want to try to answer those questions. If you really have a concern and you really say, hey, I don't want homeless in my backyard, stop by. I'm not going to try to change. I want to change the way you're thinking, but I want to have a healthy debate. I want to have a healthy talk about it and hear why you have concerns or why someone else out there has concerns so that I can really talk about those issues with them.
And also part of that is there is a difference when you look at different areas as to what people are dealing with and what they're feeling about it.
And that's 100% correct. So the people of Scranton, right, when they come out, they're not just talking about Wilkes-Barre also, because their issues are a lot different when it comes to homelessness. And a good example of that is drugs is a big thing that affects homelessness. Mm-hmm. And so when we're talking about in Scranton, the big drugs that they're using is spice, and they're using, the synthetic drugs that are out there. But if I go down into Wilkes-Barre, it's more of the fentanyl, it's more of the opioid drugs. So there are two different drug issues that are going on in each area. Wow. So we really need to make sure that we're talking to the public about their specific area and really addressing the issues to there. So that's why you'll see that Scranton runs a little bit differently than Wilkes-Barre. And that's why we're doing the Real Talk in 2 different locations.
And you're also not only going to be on location, but social media.
Yes. So we realized that we wanted the public to, if you can't make it, right, and you're like, you know what, I really want to see what, or you can't sleep at night, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you want to see what's going on, we wanted to make sure that we could really reach out to the public and have them be experiencing it real life. And so we have it on FaceTime or through Facebook. We also are putting it on YouTube, so you can see it on YouTube. And then what we're doing a little bit differently this year that we tried to do last year that we actually perfected this year is that when someone comes to speak, so let's say if the President of the United States decides to come down and speak to us, that we can record it, cut that out, and then put it right onto our Facebook page so that they can go back and see those kind of things that are going on.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm giving you the camera. So you tell them, Justin, the when, the where, the why, and issue the invitation.
So I'm reaching out to all the community, all of you guys that are listening, on October 25th at 10 a.m. in Scranton at the courthouse. We'll be sitting out there where you have a big, huge, comfortable chair that you can sit in, that we're asking you to come out and talk to us. If you can't make it on the 25th, it's going to last 24 hours until October 26th at 10 a.m. So if you're a night owl and you want to come out at 2 in the morning, come on out and talk to us. If you're a morning person, come on out in the morning. But from 10 a.m. on the 25th to 10 a.m. on the 26th of October, we're going to be out there in Lackawanna's courthouse.
All right. And we certainly hope that you'll take the opportunity to log in, turn on, stop by, and join us again on Community and You.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Justin Behrens is leading the way to kick off this week's series. Welcome to Leading the Way, and we are leading the way this week with Justin Behrens. He is the Executive Director and CEO of Keystone Mission. Justin, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So before we get to all that, we're going to go way back, not too far,
Okay.
to when you were a little Justin.
Yes.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up actually in Bucks County. I was raised by my mother and father, which were public educators. And it was an amazing childhood. I loved it. I had a great time. My parents were wonderful to me. I was blessed. Was in scouting. Got my Eagle Scout. Always had that passion to give, right? I always had that passion to just volunteer my service, volunteer my time.
What was your project?
So my mom's school, they had a playground, and I always said, well, why don't we do an educational playground? And so I built this on the tarmac or the asphalt. I built this educational playground, which I drew the planets or stenciled the planets. I had the solar system. I had equations.
And how old are you?
I was 16 at the time when I did this. So it was myself and my friends. We went out there. We did this whole project, and then it's still there to this day, and they still use it. The teachers come out and they teach their classes, so the kids can run around on it and that type of thing. So,
what a great testament to you.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Then what? Now you've got a lot to live up to there.
Well, I graduated. I always wanted to be in the military, and so I had always played with G.I. Joe. You always had that love for that passion and all that kind of stuff. So I tried to apply to West Point, Annapolis, the Coast Guard Academy.
Right out of high school.
Right out of high school. I was blessed, I guess, to say that I wasn't chosen to go there.
Sometimes that's the best thing.
And I went to Norwich University up in Vermont, which is a military academy.
Oh, okay.
They call it the Citadel of the North.
Okay.
And I went there not knowing what I was going to do with my life, right? I didn't choose a degree. I was kind of like one of those things that was floating around. Where do I go? What do I do? And I fell in love with nursing. And so I went in there for my nursing degree and went through this 4-year program to get my nursing degree. And I truly believe things happen for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so when I was getting my nursing degree, I found out I was dyslexic. And I rearranged numbers, couldn't read the words correctly.
And it took that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they said that I did very well during high school to get through, I don't know what not to fake it, but to get through that disability. And so when I went to Norwich, I had one of the professors say, "You can't really make it. You're not going to be able to do that. You got to take care of your issue first, right?" And I said, "Okay, I get that, right?" And so then I said, "I'm going to join the military. That's what I'll do." So I got enlisted, and I went through basic training in the military. And
did you graduate with the nursing degree?
No, I did not.
Aha.
I left the school. Decided that wasn't the path I was going to go. If I'm dyslexic and I can't go through that, then I'm just going to join the military. And I did basic training, and as much people complain about it, it was the best time of my life. Basic training, I loved it. People tell you what to do, right?
Yes.
I know what I had to wear because they told me what I had to wear. They told me what I had to eat. It was the best 9 weeks of my life because I didn't have any responsibility except whatever they told me to do.
All right, well, I'm going to stop you right there because that's fascinating that here you are and now you're being told what to do after going into nursing. Wow. So when we come back tomorrow, we're going to find out what happens to Justin next. He's still in the military, but then what? On Leading the Way. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next right here on WYLN TV.